Hey guys, I mentioned a few times in past videos that I like to write in journals, so I get a lot of questions about how to start a journal and what I write in my journals and whatnot, so I'm just going to show you. These are all my journals, and I know this looks kind of crazy, and you guys want to ask me what I write in my journals and whatnot, so I'm going to explain to you what these are. So this is my everyday journal, just like literally just anything, like everyday writings and maybe some doodles, like anything. It's just whatever, like my dreams, things that just pop into my head, I'll just put in this little crappy notebook. Next is, this is my thoughts journal. I started writing in this when I started my yoga teacher training, so that has some experiences from my yoga teacher training, which is amazing. And then I turned it into a little thoughts journal where I just write down some kind of awakenings or enlightenments that I like to keep track of, and just things to think about, really food for thought. So next, this is my travel journal. All my experiences traveling and what I encounter. It's amazing. This is just something my friend got me, and it's like a self-evaluation journal, so it'll give you little prompts and you can write about whatever, and it just tells you what to write. It's really awesome. If you don't know what to write about, this is an amazing thing to get. It gives you what to write about, which when you're having a bit of writer's block, it's really awesome to just be told what to write. This is a doodle book. To be honest, I don't really draw in this as frequently. Like this is from a few years ago, really. But every once in a while I'll pick it up. And then this is a poem journal where I process my thoughts. Maybe I'll start the poem in this book, and then once I like it, I'll put it in this book. Those are my journals, and you definitely don't have to have 6 journals. That's not necessary. You can just have a notebook and just write absolutely anything. Like, people ask me all the time, how do I start? What do I write? It doesn't matter. The beauty about a journal is that you start out with a blank page and you get to fill it however you want. You don't have to have a separate journal for these thoughts and then another one for these thoughts. You can just have a notebook that is just all of your thoughts, and it's just easy. There's no pressure, and I know you may want it to be cohesive and look nice. I get that same thing when I'm doodling or I'm just writing things down. I don't want to make mistakes, but at the same time, mistakes are inevitable and they allow you to grow. I always have words crossed out, sentences crossed out, rewritten, sloppy handwriting, drawings that I don't like, but it's just part of a process, and you need to make those mistakes to grow and move on. So the main thing I'm trying to say is that there's no pressure in having a journal, but the reason I do love writing so much is that one day you're going to have something to say. You're going to want to write something. But unless you're in the habit of writing every day, or at least very frequently, you probably won't write it. So I like to write every single day, even if it's just nonsense, even if it's a song stuck in my head, or just a little one-liner, just so that I'm in the habit of writing, so that when I do have a thought that I really would like to express and put on paper, I do it. It is an amazing way for me to stay inspired, because I can look back on past thoughts and actually see my growth and see my thoughts and express myself in words and in little doodles on the margins of my paper. Out of all my journals, this is definitely my favorite, and I'll share some of my thoughts with you guys. So here's a little thought. I said, the mind can exist without the body, but the body can exist without the mind. The essence of the mind is a continuous wind that floats in the universe. As physical humans, We latch on to certain winds and translate them into thoughts, words, art, etc. Your body cannot exist without your mind. But I believe that your mind can exist without your body because it's a flowing energy that recycles throughout the universe. The mind is a non-physical entity, and this is the translation of my mind. This is me trying to turn my mind into a physical entity, which I'm so passionate about, and I really do love writing every single day. It's just something that calms me and makes me feel myself. You will never be able to truly translate what's in your mind into the physical world, but if you just make a consistent effort to try and to translate it as best as you can, even though you know a lot of the beauty will be lost, you'll get better and better at translating for your mind. It's kind of funny. I feel like our bodies are just translators for our mind, and it's so hard, and sometimes we're not such good translators and we stumble on words, but it's all part of the human experience. Yeah, so that was another one of my little rambles, and I hope you enjoyed it and gained some inspiration, and I hope you are encouraged to start a journal or to write something down. Like, write down what you thought about me speaking or what inspired you. So have a great day, guys.